And we're back. We will continue with our Listen and Learn Hebrew with directed visual immersion in the book of Exodus, chapter 30, verse 32. Let's just scan it first. Al-basar Adam lo yiysakh uvmatkhunto lo taasu kamohu kodesh kodesh lakhem. All right, let's pick it apart word by word now. So the first word is al, ayin lamed, which means upon. And then we have a construct chain. Da, hold on. Da, basar. Now that first word is in the construct. The word is basar, which is construct of basar. So let me show you how it's usually written. So in the absolute form, this word, I'm going to write it on the left instead of right above it, just because it's easier for my hand in the current position. So if you're just listening, beit, sin, resh, and then the vowels are kamatz, kamatz. Kamatz is the capital T looking A sound. Okay? But it's basar, with the accent on the second syllable. Now we have this rule in Hebrew. It's called the pre-tonic kamatz rule. And what it says, well, first let me show you what a pre-tonic kamatz is. So this guy is a pre-tonic kamatz. What it means is it's a tonic, a gin and tonic. It's a gin and tonic. It's a kamatz that comes before the tonic. That's before the tone syllable. So pre-tone kamatz, pre-tone, before the tone. If this was a bigger word and the accent was later, this would no longer be a pre-tonic kamatz. Okay, so this one's a pre-tonic kamatz. And the pre-tonic kamatz rule says that if you have a kamatz, that's again the capital letter T looking vowel, in a word, and the word later loses the tone syllable, it goes somewhere else, then that kamatz is going to change. It's going to become a vocal shva instead. And if you're watching, or if you're just listening, if you look or listen back up to that word we have not basar, but we have, oh yeah, I can't get it to go to laser mode. There we go, fixed it. We have besar. And you might have also noticed that the ah shortened as well, the second ah. Well, that doesn't always happen reliably, but if you have a kamatz that is the tone syllable and it moves away from it, so it's not pre-tonic, it's actually tonic kamatz, and the accent moves away, then that one will become a kamatz. And that's what we have on the second syllable. So the first syllable, the word is basar. Basar means flesh, right? Flesh. Basar is the absolute form of the noun. That's how it just shows up in a dictionary. Basar, and when you memorize it. In the construct state, the basar, it loses, it becomes, you get the shwa under the first one and the patach, just the flat horizontal bar on the second one, because in the construct state in ancient times, they were read as if they were one word, right? Kind of like the example I like to use is, in English, you might have the word house, and you might form a compound word by adding it to the word boat. Boat. So we have house, boat. And when you put them together to make a new compound word, we have this word houseboat. Houseboat. It's one word now. And you'll notice we say houseboat. We don't say houseboat. I live on a houseboat. No, we've lost one of the accents because it's a new word. That's also how the ancients treated construct chains. So don't get confused by this ta'am here, the mapach. That guy's called mapach. If you're looking at the screen, looks like a less than sign in mathematics. It's not functioning as an accent sign here. It's only functioning as a cantillation sign. So that, the basa haradam. See, it's not telling you that's the accent mark, really. So in ancient times, Bisar Adam, Aleph Dalet Mem, Adam Min, was read as if it was one word, even though cantors don't do that anymore today. So in the synagogue, when, I used to be the Baal Koreh, the one who reads from the Torah scroll in the synagogue, right? So, uh, so I know about this. We don't read it as if it's two separate words. We don't say houseboat, we say houseboat. So this, we don't do that anymore. I'm saying we would read it like it's houseboat. That's still how it's read today, but in ancient times it was not. So that's the rationale for what's happening here. So instead of basar adam, houseboat, they would read it basar dam. Basar dam, you see? Basar dam. The accent's over here at the end. Basar dam. So it became a compound word. And that's why you have these morphological changes, the vowels changing. You don't have to know all of this to understand what's happening. It's just there because some of you do thirst for this kind of information, so I want to share it with you, okay? What's happening. All right. Continuing on. Ayin Lamed, upon Besar Adam. Again, we don't read it that way, so Besar Adam. Flesh, because it's construct, we say of. Flesh of Adam, of man. So human flesh. Al Besar Adam. Al Besar Adam, upon flesh of human. Lo. Lamed Aleph. No, not yiysakh. Okay, this is a weird word. If you're looking at the screen, there's a little A written next to it, which is die Bibel Hebräische Stuttgartense from the Bibel geschafft, the Deutsche Bibel geschafft. That's the critical apparatus is telling us that the Samaritan Torah writes it without the strange second yod here. Okay, and the Samaritan Torah actually writes it as yiysakh, yod, shurik, which is the u sound from a vav, samich, kaf, yiysakh. And that's actually how we would expect it for the hophal. Hophal is a causative passive. So lo, not. Oh, by the way, the verb is such. Samich, shurik, that's the vav, kaf. And because it's a hollow verb, that shurik has disappeared. The middle letter has disappeared. So we're just left with the samich and the kaf. Those are the root letters from the verb. Don't get confused thinking the verb is actually yiysakh, right? It's actually such. Such, which is a synonym for anoint. Anoint, like to pour on. So lo, not. And we'll just read it as it's written. Yiysakh, although yiysakh is a bit more expected, the way it's in the Samaritan Torah. And it's also translated in the Septuagint in this way too, like you would expect, as if it's yiysakh, hophal. So we know it's hophal. Could just be a dialectical form. So not shall be poured. And we have a pretty complex word. The next word is uvmatkhunto. Oh, so let's deal with the main noun. The main noun is the word matkonet. Mem tav kaf nun tet. Matkonet. Matkonet. Which means measure. Like a measure, like a certain amount of something. This word, it's not that common. It's only in the Bible, I think, 5 times. 5x. Hold on, I'm going to check. Let's see here. Yes, 4 times in the Torah and once in the Nach. It's kind of a funny word. So, matkonet, meaning measure, or sometimes a relationship between things. If you just change the vowels, instead of matkonet, and you say metachnet, instead of matkonet, metachnet, it means programmer in modern Hebrew. The funny, metachnet is a programmer. Anyway, so u is and. It's u because of the bump schwa rule. And the, in or by, matkunto. That's just because that's the construct form. Matkonet, and the construct is matkunt. Right? So matkunt, of him. So and by its measure. So lo yiysakh, it shall not cause to be poured. Uvmatkhunto, nor by its measure, or and by its measure, or and with its measure, lo, lamed aleph, not, taasu, you shall not do or make. Again, this is the verb rasa, ayin seen, and the hay has gone away. The hay is what would have been at the end of the scene there. To do or to make. The ta at the beginning tells us it's you, and the u makes it plural. So ta asu, you shall do, you shall make. So lo taasu, you shall not make. Kamohu, kamohu. The kam part is like who, like it. This is kind of an older way to say it in Hebrew. You'll find mostly in the Psalms, not so much. Although we do, yeah, for when you say like no one like him, right? We use it there. We have this kaf, mem, often with a vav at the end. Here you can see, you can at least, you can't hear it, but you can see it's defective. The Masoretes had to put that out there because the vav is missing. So that's like. Kamohu is like or as. You might know the famous Deborah Friedman melody. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, ba'elim, among the mighty ones, Adonai, right? Okay, or among the gods, some translate. All right, let's continue on. Uvmatkhunto, and by its measure, lo, not, taasu, you shall not make, kamohu, like who. Well, who's easy? That reminds us of the word who with an olive at the end. Him, meaning it, like it. Right? So we had by his measure, literally, and like him. You shall not make like him. Why him? Because it's masculine. The shemen, mishcha, is masculine. Shemen. We're still talking about that. Okay, continuing. Kodesh. Kodesh. A holy thing, or holy is who? Is he. Holy is he. Holy is it. Kodesh. Yihyeh. Kodesh. Yihyeh. Holy. Yihyeh. He shall be. Literally, but we would say it. He shall hayah. He shall be. Oh man. I don't know how to erase that. It won't let me erase that, so so I just had to make it out as I had to color it over again. So sorry for the visual learners there. My apologies. So yihyeh, it shall be lakhem. The law is for chem, for y'all. So again, that last part, lo, not, taasu, you shall make, kamohu, like him or like it. Kodesh, who, holy is he. Kodesh, holy, yihyeh, it shall be, lakhem, for y'all. All right, I'm going to read through it one more time. You do your best to translate before I do. Al, upon, besar adam, flesh of man. Lo, not. Yiysakh, from the verb such, samach shudek kaf. It's a hophal. Probably was originally yiysakh, or it could be just a dialectical form. It shall be poured. So not it shall be poured. Uvmatkhunto, and with or by the matkonet of him, of it. Lo, not. Taasu, you shall make. Kamohu, like him. Kodesh, who? Holy is he, meaning the stuff, the shemen, the oil. Kodesh, holy. Yihyeh, he shall be, or it shall be, lakhem, for y'all. Okay, I'll just read it one more time normally, and then we will be done. Al b'sach adam lo yiysakh, uvmatkhunto lo taasu kamohu. Kodesh hu, kodesh yihyeh lakhem. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow we will be continuing with First Kings. I'll see you then. Special shout out to my patrons. I really appreciate you guys. Be well. Shalom, shalom.